All right, guys, we're live. So, hope everybody's having a good day so far. Um, as you guys could see, I'm posting less and less videos. I'm more just doing lives. One of the reasons is all my content is on my new site. One of the reasons why is because basically YouTube is um, shadow banning me, restrictions. I can't teach what I want to teach, how I want to teach it. So whenever I have time here and there, I'll just be popping the camera, doing lives, and mostly answering your questions. So I got a question. Is Nick, how do I start my martial arts business or self-defense school from scratch? And I'm actually right now coaching somebody, coaching one-on-one privately. His name is Joost. He's in the Netherlands. Check out his channel. It's called Level Up Your Martial Arts. Uh, Amazing instructor, and I've been working with him since September one-on-one, helping him build his business, his social media presence, his YouTube, his Instagram. And just since September, he managed to put up all his social media, start a YouTube channel, expand his gym, get seminars, get into a school. I'm basically working with him one on one and going through everything I did to help him build and expand his business. And it's not an easy thing to do to start from scratch a brand new business, especially when you have a passion to teach, or if you love self-defense or martial arts and you want to make it your full-time job and career, which I've done, which has made me really happy. One of the greatest things that I'm, that I could, my greatest and best achievements is that I was able to take my passion career and make it into a full-time job. So I wake up every day and I'm really happy. Um, Before we start, guys, I'm going to be talking about, I took some notes as well over here, and I'm going to be talking how to build your martial arts and self-defense business from scratch. I'll be telling you guys a little bit about what I did. Before we start, guys, like I said, all my new content, I have new exclusive, never seen content coming up. This is going to be in my brand new web. I'm working on some new series that I've never done before. A series in a nightclub, a series for security, a series exclusively for women. So as well as I do have my instructor course coming up. This is April 25th and 26th is level one, as well as level two will be in June 20 and 21st. So if you guys are interested, go check out my website, send me a little message or on chat, and I can give you guys all the information. As well as if you want to do some one-on-one training or coaching online, or even get your self-defense training online, I could do that now. So let's get to the questions. How do you start your martial arts business? First, I tell people you need to build some kind of credibility. You need to have some type of training, experience, certification. You need to really, before you go and you open a school, you start teaching, you have to train the shit out of yourself. You have to get to a level that you've trained it, you've done classes on the side, you've taught at another gym, or you've taught, you've actually experienced, you've trained and taught yourself first before you could teach others. So you need some type of experience, some type of training, some type of a mentor, somebody you've trained with, a certificate, something that basically gives you, like I said, I'm kind of repeating, credibility before you go out and you decide to open a martial arts school. I actually, great story I'll share with you guys. I was teaching one time and there was a guy who came where I was teaching, and apparently he was an instructor. And this guy was like a self-defense instructor, and he would teach privates. And I was with all the students was semi-private, actually, were 6 or 8 students. And he came in there to train with them. And my students were wiping the floor with him, and I couldn't actually believe that people were paying him so he can train them. So You gotta, make sure that you know your shit and you invest in yourself and your knowledge before you go decide to venture on that. Okay, so that's the first step. Two is your why, right? What is the reason you want to do and teach self-defense? Is it because you wanna help empower men, women, kids? Is it because you wanna help your community? Is it because it's your passion and this is what you love doing and this is what you give back? Or is it because you think you're gonna make money? And I could guarantee you and assure you, if your main objective is to make money off opening a martial arts self-defense school, it's a tough business to make it, to be able to make it a full-time career and a job and to able to support a family. I'm a lucky one, I find. I won't even say luck because I've been doing this close to 20 years and I've paid my dues and I've done my time to get to where I am. So, you really need to ask yourself, what is the real reason that you want to do and teach self-defense or martial arts? And your why is actually, really important because it's going to help you kind of direct, you know, where you want to go, why you want to do it, and the vision that you see, the long-term vision. People ask me, why do I do it? I love to teach. I love to empower men and women. I love to, when I train kids and, the parents tell me how much more confident the kid is, in his everyday life, even on the soccer field, even at school, even how he interacts with people. When I talk to women that I've trained who say, you know what, I used to be scared. Now, there's still that little bit of fear, but I'm more aware than afraid. And knowing self-defense has empowered me. And I just feel so much more confident. So you need to ask yourself your why. The third thing is, make sure you're promoting the right thing. And what I mean by that, if you're teaching boxing, and I love boxing, but you're promoting it as self-defense, boxing is not self-defense. Boxing is boxing, and teaching self-defense is self-defense. There is boxing in self-defense. There is jiu-jitsu in self-defense. There is Thai boxing in self-defense, but none of these cover awareness, psychology, knife defense, multiple attacker strategies, bat defense. So it's not self-defense. So be authentic and real to what you are going to promote and what you're going to teach to before you open your school. If you teach karate, then don't, yes, it's self-defense, but first say it's karate. So be specific in terms of what you're going to teach. Because again, I've seen it so many times where I've walked into schools and, I did Taekwondo, and Taekwondo is not self-defense. It's Taekwondo. You're learning how to kick. You're learning how, nobody's going to teach you about psychology and awareness and how to diffuse a situation and what to look for. They're going to teach you how to throw many, many kicks and obviously a few strikes. So now again, I'm not saying any of these systems are bad, but just be really clear with what you are going to promote, what you're teaching, what you want to teach. Okay. Within all this, guys, there's so many different things that I could break it down, but I'm not. I'm just giving you the gist of it. The other thing is your branding. Branding is super important right now. You guys can see it's Nick Drossos, Empowering Personal Protection. And one of the reasons why I called it Empowering Personal Protection, because that's what my system is about. It's not only about fighting and knowing how to learn to throw a strike. It's about empowering you, changing your mindset, building your confidence through self-defense. And that's why I call it Empowering Personal Protection. And the lion's head is because, I love the statue of a lion, and it's the EPP. So that's my new branding. And in the back, it writes over here. You can see it's right. Fight for it, because I believe in life, everything is a fight. You're gonna have to fight for anything you want to achieve or succeed in life. So that's a little bit my tagline and motto. So that's my branding, right? And I use my name because I've always used my name, and I think it's a great way for people to know who I am. So your branding is very important. Don't go cheap on spending, trying to save money. Get a good logo, get a good brand. Really identify who your ideal client and who you want to train, and don't be shy, or don't think, well, I only want to train men, or I only want to train women, or I only want to train kids, or only want to. There's nothing wrong with actually, you want to find your ideal client that you're going to target, or you might want to just go into a niche and say, I just want to train women. I just want to train, women's self-defense, and that's fine. You're better off doing that than trying to say, I'm going to train everybody and anybody. Okay. Now, this is the key to building your business: is keep your overhead and your cost low. Keep your monthly costs low. That means if you're just going to go open a school and nobody knows who you are, and you haven't built a brand, and you don't have some kind of reputation or name, or people don't know you in the social media or in your community, you're gonna fail. So I've seen people go open all these big gyms, and I'm talking from martial arts to strength training gyms, and within a year they're closed. And what does that mean? Start by, training people at home. It doesn't cost you anything. Giving classes in your local community school, church. Give your time to your community for free if you have to. Offer free classes. Offer free seminars to women. Offer, you got to give a lot of content, and I've done. What people don't know, I spent 5 years teaching at a gym for free. So you got to give a lot for free to bring in people. At the same time, when you're doing all this free training, you're building your experience, you're building your way to teach, you're building your interaction with people, you're building your system, you're building your confidence to be in front of people and to teach. So, don't start with going to open a gym. Find your local places in your community, give free classes, give free seminars. If you're gonna teach a class, don't go, rent a space, per month, or per class, or per head. Again, keep the cost as low as possible until you build a network of people and your brand, and then people start knowing who you are, and then you could branch out into opening a small space. Now, my space is in my home. I own an apartment building. I turned one floor into my gym. And I was going to open a gym a few months ago. We went through the whole business plan. This was a high-end gym, and at the end I said, wow, by the time I make money and I make my money back, it's going to take years. And I decided it wasn't worth it. I don't really care about the status of, look how big my gym is. At the end, you also want to make sure that it's profitable and worth it. So keep that low. I wrote here park. I remember when I started my business and I didn't have my gym. I was building, I was training people at the park. It's free. No matter if you're living somewhere cold, I'm sure 3, 4, 5 months out of the year, you can give free classes at a park, or give, boot camps for $20 and try to get people. Again, you got to be as present as possible all the time. The next one is utilize your social media. Guys, it's never been easier to build a business now. You got Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, LinkedIn, YouTube. Use all your platforms, right? But you got to give people value. You got to let people know who you are, what you do, how you teach, why should they come and train with you before they invest money in you, right? I always give so much free content, so much, I'm always on Instagram, I always put clips on Facebook, on Twitter. I'm always sharing my videos on YouTube, right? Now, here's the thing: social media will not close the deal. It's only going to bring people to you. After that, you have to close the deal through being there, talking to them, taking the time to listen to them. All it does, it gives them the idea of, I know he's there, this is what he does, I'm interested or I'm not interested. I want to call him. I want to give him a chance. I want to find out more. This is what your social media is about, is letting people know that you're there. This is what you do. This is how they can find you. This is how you're going to benefit by training with me. This is how I'm going to help you, empower yourself or get in better shape or build a better mindset. So this is what your social media is about. And it's not about what you could do. It's about what you could do for them. That's really, really important, right? So, and I think I wrote something else. Only build your business. Yeah, and once you've gotten to that, once you've structured all those, then you could start building. Then it's kind of, you're like a contractor. You're putting everything together, but before you're gonna go and say, I'm gonna do this full time. Like again, I always share my experience. I was working at the hospital from 7 to 3:30, and I was teaching classes from 4 to 8. Now back then, I was charging almost $20 for a private. I was doing semi-privates at $10. I was trying to make money to build my business. Obviously now I charge a lot more, but I've been doing this since I'm 23, 22, 23, and I'm 43. People don't know the years I spent training, getting my ass kicked in the gym, working 5 years for free, not making a penny, and being told that, after 5 years, I said, I need to make money. Can I get paid? And basically I was told, well, the school doesn't have money. If you don't like it, you could just leave. And I said, and then I just had to start from scratch again. But thank God I did, because I managed to build my business through it. It wasn't easy. That transition between you working a full-time job and you building your business is the hardest part for you to be able to get to that full-time. So now I do this full-time. I have my social media, my YouTube, my online business. I have my self-defense tutorial, my seminars, my webinars, my instructor course, my personal training. I train celebrities like Sugar Sam. I've worked on TV sets. I'm building blocks, and I'm just at the tip to where I want to be. But it's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of dedication, a lot of patience. If you're going in for the shortcut, I guarantee you're gonna be really disappointed. If you're going in for, I wanna make money now and fast, if you're going in this for the money, you will fail. The self-defense and martial arts business is, one of the toughest ones to be able to make money with, right? So you gotta go in first because it's your passion, you wanna help people, you want to make a difference in people's lives. You actually care about safety. You care, you gotta be passionate and love this shit, right? So I'll take some questions now, guys, if you have. I know it's a long video. Bro, I was thinking about your business. You gave me the answer. You need to build the brand. Absolutely, Vlad, you need to build, greetings from Colombia. You need to build your brand. Who are you? Why are you teaching self-defense? What's your experience? Why should I come and trust you with my life? That's really important. And at the end, one of the most basic things I tell people is you have to care. You have to care. I authentically and genuinely, people who know me, I care about what I do. I care about getting people in shape, making them lose weight, make them feel good. I care about when I teach the kid, making sure that he learns how to defend themselves, how to create a space, how to empower him, make him feel more confident, that he's not bullied anymore. I care about making the woman who's, walking to work or, takes the elevator alone, is scared, tell me, Nick, I feel this much more confident than I did yesterday. And at least I know what to do if something were to happen. So at the base of all that is you gotta care and you gotta be able to give to people, right? And you can't fake that and people will see through that. So that's a little bit my, what I think is part of my success, right? And now, like I said, I train celebrities, and there's a few more, and there's one I can't actually say because I had to like sign something, but that's it. You know, let me look at some questions here from Turkey. What's going on, my man? From Turkey, I've seen videos the most legit I've seen and browsed a lot of videos. Mark Brown, thank you very much, my man. Want to learn about, if you want to learn, so you can learn quickly and make ads strong, quickly doing seminars and any, nothing for right now in Sweden. We're being alert, but I tell you, got alert. You're always thinking about Nick. Thanks for everything. Yeah, awareness is the key, guys. Good to use for training. I thought YouTube. Thank you for all your videos. Thank you, guys. As you guys could see, a lot of my new content. Thanks, News. A lot of my new content is on my website. So this is what I was saying as well. You know, don't put all your eggs in one basket. You know, if I was planning to build my business through YouTube right now, I was making some very good money on YouTube. I was making, you know, a couple of thousands a month. I said, you know, and now I'm down to a couple of hundreds a month. But thank God I built many different sources of income that if one engine breaks, there's still another one that's making money. So I don't rely on just one source, you know. And yes, I make money off YouTube. I make money off Facebook. I make money off my site, my instructor course, my personal training. You know, I'm getting some sponsors lined up. There's a lot of sources of revenue that are coming in, and that's what you want to build as well. Eventually, when you get more international, then you can start, you know, building an online business and presence as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know this is a little bit long, but this is some really good information, I believe. This is just a gist of it. Like if you guys want, I'll put Level Up Martial Arts. I want to promote him. By the way, Host, I want to tell you guys, amazing work. And you know, we've been working together since September. I'm really proud of you, man. I can't wait to see your new gym. And you know, your videos are awesome. So guys, I'll put his link on the bottom. Go check him out as well. Go subscribe to his channel. Go follow him. As well as if you guys are interested, I have my instructor course in Montreal, April 25th and 26th, level 1, and level 2 in June 20 and 21st. Spaces are limited. And if you want some one-on-one coaching or training online, go check out my website, guys. I want to thank you guys for watching. Stay safe and stand strong.